Hey guys, Mika here, and I'm bringing you an extremely beautiful custom tenor size Mya Moe Ukulele. So on the front, sides, and back, you have very nice master grade myrtle wood. And this might be the curliest piece of myrtle that I've ever seen on an instrument. And I love how tight the grain pattern is. I didn't even think that myrtle wood could even look like this, so I'm actually super surprised that myrtle could even look like this and how nice it is, how uniform the curls are, how tight the curls are. It's just beautiful. And got some grains here with the darker lines on the back, even here on the front. But man, the curl is just absolutely beautiful and stunning. Um, it's aesthetically paired really nicely with the orange of the Hawaiian koa on the binding, so on the front and the back, running here alongside the fretboard, right here. And then we have a black and white purfling around on the sides here with the koa, here around the ukulele with the koa, and even on the back. So this ukulele is really nice, and it's very minimal with its, it's not blingy. The wood speaks for itself with the beautiful master grade quality of the myrtle wood, but we have a simple abalone rosette right here around the sound hole. We have a rosewood bridge. We have Macassar ebony running on top the fretboard here. And then on the fretboard too, it is a radius fretboard. So it's, yeah, you can definitely see it on this one. So for me, I really like having radius fretboard because, if you try to make a straight finger, naturally your finger doesn't want to be straight. There's always like some kind of a natural curvature with your finger. So when you have a radius fretboard, I think it really does make a difference when you make these bar chords. Makes it a lot easier to finger these bar chords. Now we have abalone pearl right here on the fretboard for the dots, and even here we had the regular dots on the side of the fretboard. On the top we have the signature Mya Moe kind of variation of woods on the headstock. We have leopard wood, which is the darker wood, and then we have maple with the whiter wood. And then this ukulele comes with upgraded Gilbert Tuners with the snakewood buttons here on the side, and these ones even have the abalone around the circles. So these are really nice. Gilberts are one of the top tuners used on classical guitars, but you can also be using it on ukuleles too, especially for a custom ukulele like this. So all in all, this is a beautiful ukulele, very unique ukulele. And once you're ready to jam and go to a gig, if you want to play a wedding, it already has a pickup and you're ready to go. Just got to buy that 1/4 inch cable, buy an amp, and you're ready to jam. Now, the last thing I wanted to mention about this ukulele is that if you notice, it has a cutaway here. And there are two main types of cutaways. We have a Venetian cutaway, which is the one you're seeing here. And you can tell it's a Venetian cutaway because it's very rounded here at the cutoff. So you can see it here, and then it's really rounded over here. The other one is a Florentine where it'll kind of hook up like a fish hook. So that's how you can tell when you ever see a cutaway on an ukulele, you can already tell like, oh, Venetian is the smooth one, and then the Florentine is the one that comes up sharper. So you learn something new every day in these sound sample demos. So what does this ukulele sound like? I already kind of gave you a sneak peek on this chord, but this ukulele is extremely clean. It's really easy to play. I really like the playability of this. As a musician, you want to make sure that whatever instrument you're holding, whatever instrument you're playing, you want to feel good. You don't want to have to squeeze really hard, especially bar chords. You don't want to be pressing really hard because then, maybe after 10 or 15 minutes, your fingers are sore, puts you to put down the instrument, and then you kind of don't want to play it again. But this instrument feels really nice. The action is set up really nicely. Action is nice and low, but it's not buzzing. So that's really good. Again, like I mentioned earlier, it has a radius fretboard, so it makes it even easier to play and hold these kind of chords. And you can hear how clean it is here, like on the 10th and 12th fret. For a good ukulele, I always look for really good sustain. Where the note, when you play a chord, especially like on the 10th fret and higher, the sound doesn't just go. It just doesn't plateau and just fall off a cliff. You want to make sure you see a steady kind of decline with the sound. And with this ukulele, you can hear that gradual drop off. So it's really good. Now, on top of sustain, I also like to look for note clarity. So when I pluck here on the higher, like the 10th and 12th frets, or even like on the 15th fret, you want to be able to hear every single note very clearly. And you want to make sure that none of the notes get muddied over each other, or you don't want one kind of booming over the other. But everything is balanced very well on this ukulele. And again with the sustain. So when you have the clarity of the note separation along with good sustain, it just makes for a very balanced and clean instrument. What I also like about this instrument in terms of sound is that there is a very pronounced low end. So when you play this instrument, you can kind of feel that vibration against your body from the top 2 strings. So this thing packs a punch in terms of like how much depth this ukulele has. But then on the other side, when I pluck the A string, it comes out really nice too. It doesn't get drowned out by the low end of the instrument. So you have 2 sides of the sound spectrum covered very well, the low end and the high end. And then of course you have the mids right here, which is very pronounced. You can hear every single note very cleanly. So now when you combine everything, everything is just balanced and clean all together. So it's an excellent sounding ukulele, and it's a very beautiful ukulele. So go here and check out this sound sample. And this is what this instrument would sound like with a little bit of strumming.